Hi sweets, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna try actually a couple of things that I got from Colourpop. So technically this entire video is gonna be using mostly or not, or as in maybe everything from Colourpop. So let's jump to it. I'm gonna continue with my Colourpop All Star Matte Blur Primer. The packaging is kind of cute. It feels kind of a little bit of a tackiness, but not much. It's gonna help us apply our foundation and that she will stick to the primer. This is the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. I really like the packaging, the stars all over it. It's a glass bottle with a pump. That's nice as well, but you have to be extremely careful because if you drop it, you lose it. So I'm in shade, or actually I order the shade Light 65. I hope and praying to God that this is my color. I'm using my Luxie 660 brush to apply it to my face. I think this is too white for me. I hope this oxidizes a little bit because if not, I'm gonna be the next best thing besides Casper. This is kind of a medium, light to medium coverage. I think you can build it up. I'm tapping a little bit of the leftovers that I have in my brush to my neck to match everything together. The skin looks really, really good. So let's continue with everything else. So I'm gonna use the Colourpop No Filter Concealer in Light 20. And I'm gonna apply it only in the areas that I know that I need to cover, which is my inner corner, a little bit in my under eye, my smile lines, a little bit in my forehead just to brighten it up, the bridge of my nose. With my Sephora Pro 57 brush, I'm gonna start blending this concealer into my skin. I'm gonna apply a little bit in my Cupid's bow just to brighten it up a little bit, that area, and in my chin as well. It blends beautifully to the foundation. Now I'm gonna set my under eye and I'm gonna use my Colourpop No Filter Setting Powder. This is how it comes in a little jar. And when you open it, you have the seal on the top of the dispenser. So I'm gonna take off part of the seal. This Luxie 516. And we are gonna press this to my under eye, as well in my lid, in my chin, in my Cupid's bow, in my smile lines, bridge of my nose, and in my forehead. Now I'm gonna continue to set my face, and I'm gonna use my Colourpop No Filter Concealer Sheer Press Powder in medium. I'm gonna use my MAC 150 brush to dust this all over my face. Or actually, I'm not gonna dust it. I'm gonna tap it in so I don't disrupt my foundation. Now I'm gonna continue with my bronzer, my blush, and those two aren't from Colourpop, so I'm gonna do that off camera. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. It is the first time that I'm gonna use the Colourpop brow pencil. I ordered it in black and brown. I'm gonna start filling my brows, and as always, I draw the arch of them. Now I'm gonna start drawing little hairs in the gaps that I have. Now with the spoolie part of it, I'm gonna buff the product into my eyebrows. Now I'm gonna use the Colourpop Brow Bust Gel. I'm gonna brush my eyebrows upward first. And now I'm gonna make those little hairs, put them exactly where I want them to be. Now eyebrows are done, and I really love how my eyebrows turned out. Today I'm gonna use two palettes from Colourpop. I'm gonna use the Golden State of Mind, and I'm gonna use Yes Please. And I'm gonna start with the Yes Please palette. I'm gonna start with this color for my transition shade. This is Chauffeur, and using my GRLFRND Moda Pro 430 brush. I'm gonna start by applying this shade in the upper part of my crease. Doing this in circular motions from my outer part of the eye till maybe the inner part of my eye, and I'm slowly building it. I grab a little bit more of the eyeshadow to build up this color. I'm not sure how you're supposed to read the colors in the back, so I'm just guessing that that last shade there is G&O. If not, the name is Louis. And for that one, I'm gonna use a new brush that I got from Colourpop. This is the E2. This is a tapered brush. I'm taking for the pan, I'm tapping the excess, and this one I'm gonna place it in my crease. This is going to be my crease color. First, I'm pressing the pigment where I want it to be. And now I'm taking my brush a little bit farther near the end of it, and I'm gonna start blending it in circular motions from my outer part to my inner part. I'm taking more from the pan, tapping the excess, and repeating the process again to build up the color that I want. We're gonna continue with this color here. It could be either French Kiss or Mischief. I'm gonna try to draw a little bit of a line, or maybe an arch. It would be the appropriate word for it to describe it. A little bit higher than my natural crease because I have hooded eyes, so I need to do it a little bit higher to help my eye open up. So I'm taking from the pan and applying it and building it really, really, really slow. Now that I have that line drawn, I'm going to use my Linda Halbert 303 brush. I'm packing the brush with the same shadow that I have been using, and I'm going to press that into my outer corner from the last third of it. And I'm just pressing the pigment in there. I haven't blended it yet. And now I'm going to start blending it with the same brush that I used before for the other shadow. First, I'm going to start with the part that it is in my upper crease area. I don't want any harsh line there, so that's why I'm blending it to the rest of the colors. And now I'm gonna proceed to blend this area here. We're gonna attempt to do a half cut crease in the other eye. I'm gonna use the same concealer from Colourpop, the No Filter Concealer in Light 20, and I'm using a flat application brush to do this part. You're gonna look down and you're gonna press this into your lid. I have to do it a little bit higher than my natural crease because I have hooded eyes, and in order to make it noticeable, I have to work it a little bit higher than my natural crease. Now, using the Colourpop Golden State of Mind, I'm gonna start with this shade in the middle. The name is Girlfriend, and I'm gonna press it to the first part of my concealer or my lid. Now that I have that done, I'm gonna use this shade here. The name, I think it is Unsupervised, and I'm pressing it to my lid. I'm trying to press it a little bit on top of the other one to help me blend the two colors together. I'm pressing this to the middle of my lid. And now for the last part of my lid, I'm gonna mix two colors together. They would be these two shades here. This one, which is a little more darker than this one. The colors are Wing Woman and Heads or Tails. This, I'm gonna press it exactly where my other shadow meets the two glitter ones. I'm tapping again a little bit on top. And now to help me blend everything together, I took again a little bit of the darkest color that I applied in my lid, which is, I think it is either French Kiss or Mischief from the Yes Please palette, in the same brush that I used already. I'm gonna tap it into my outer part of my eye to blend everything together. I'm gonna take away the little powder that I have left in my under eye. Now I'm gonna do my bottom part, And I'm gonna start with I think I'm gonna start with the darkest shade that I use. This one, I think the name is French Kiss. I'm gonna press this into my bottom lashes. I'm trying to connect my top part with my bottom part. I'm applying this shadow until the half of my bottom part lashes. And while I was doing this to my other eye, I figured out that I'm gonna do kind of a little bit of a liner with this shadow, just a subtle thing on top of my lashes. Now to blend everything together, I'm gonna use again my Sigma E36 brush, and I'm gonna use the first shade that I use in my eye, this one. It is either Note to Myself or Chauffeur. This one, I'm gonna use it only to blend, smudge, and smoke a little bit the line that I already started in my bottom part. This one, I'm applying it from start to finish. For my inner corner, I'm gonna use two shades. The first one that I'm gonna use is this gold one. I think it may be called either Butter Cake or Spoiled. And I'm gonna use the other brush that I ordered from Colourpop. This is the E10. It is like a little pencil brush. There. This helps you to be really, really, really precise where you want to have the application of the shadow that you are using. The other shade that I'm going to use for my inner corner is from the Super Shock Chic Flexitarian. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and I'm going to apply falsies, and I'm not going to show you that because it isn't from Colourpop. So let me do that and we'll get back. I'm going to line my lips with Monday, and I'm going to fill them in with Finders Keepers. As always, I start with my Cupid's bow. Then I do the sides. I'm gonna do my bottom part first, the center, and now the sides. Now that we have that cover, I'm gonna fill them in with Finders Keeper. I almost forgot to highlight, and Colourpop, in my opinion, has one of the best, or almost all of them are the best highlighters in the market right now. So I'm gonna use the same one that I use, the Flexitarian, for this Super Shock Chic. And I'm using this Glossy 522 brush. I'm gonna apply it in the high points of my face. First my cheeks, a little bit in my Cupid's bow, a little bit on top of my eyebrows, in the bridge of my nose, and in the tip of my nose. And to set everything together, I'm gonna use the new Colourpop All Star Setting Spray. It smells like I have a tea from Tibana. It is the Cold Defense, and it smells exactly like this. A little bit of a citrus with spice. I really like that smell. So sweets, this is a wrap up. I really love how this looks turns out. I really love how my complexions looks so far. I have always liked Colourpop. I think there is almost nothing that they can do wrong. To tell you the truth, I really, really, really like how my face looks, how my highlighter looks, my eyebrows. I really like my natural eyebrows. I just fill them in a little bit, but with these two things that I got from Colourpop, the brow pencil and the brow gel, they look amazing. I really love everything. This is the sort of the makeup day that I really love and enjoy, so I hope you do as well. Please remember to press the bell button to get notified every time I upload a video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. I really appreciate that, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.